Karsa strikes first, flashes in for the sting. That's going to give them the dragon.
Well, first dragon of the fourth game in favor of Royal Never Give Up. That's an Infernal apiece.
And this goes back to RNG in the LPL, and this play here with Xiaohu. From watching
Extremely hard because Alawi's ultimate is a very short range, deceptively short. You need the enemy team most of the time to jump into you.
Wow, this helps if Baron Pit is where the fight is. Look at this. 3 item spikes, by the way, inside of RNG. Infinity Edge and Void Staff with Xiaohu and Uzi. It's already secured. King Zone, can they win the fight? Nethercross buys some time, finally gets the but it's a reply kill. Passes the first. Look at the feathers, they fly the call back. And Uzi trying to do something. He's taken out. It's a double kill and King Zone get more.
What an opening for King Zone! And the stopwatch for Khan comes up big. He's able to survive as well.
We just said it, we want Khan with the team, so when RNG walked forward, he's already there with the Alawi. What a huge wombo combo.
Man, 4 members of King Zone alive and barreling down the map. That's a 3-man stack mid. Khan is bringing the minions to the top lane, and there are still 20-second death timers on the side of RNG.
And this is how you want to set it up if you want to go to a game 5. King Zone sit around the Baron. They started knowing they can team fight. Ledme does not manage to cancel any recalls, and I just can't wait for this replay.
Look at this. As we just finished saying, Alawi wants you to run into him. Khan stands in the pixel bush, and even with everyone around him, gets his ult off before the Malzahar ultimate. Then the flash in, Gorilla able to knock up all of them. Buying time for Khan to get off his hourglass and survive.
Oh, we kept highlighting the amount of AoE damage from this King Zone composition, and they just had the perfect team fight.
All the initiation blown on the Alawi opens up the pathway for Gorilla, able to charm them all.
Speed stopwatch available, wasn't even under threat. And if you look at that wombo combo and you think maybe it's a shotgun, it has to hit the first shot. Well, it just took RNG's legs off.
Yep, there goes Test of Spirit and half of Letme's life. That's going to be enough to push in and take down the turret.
Alawi is so good in these sieges here because he can just keep landing poke, and you are forced back to base.
2 inhibitors down and leave RNG's base in rubble.
One more fight, and it's game 5.
Keep your eyes on Gorilla. That man has the ball, and he's looking to finish with a dunk. Another banner-empowered minion means they finish off that outer turret, and they're coming for the last inhibitor turret.
32 minutes in. Another test of spirit there. It's dunked down. I don't think we'll be spawning anymore for Let Me. Quite see as we scroll down. As it stands, RNG now close to defend. Supers in 2 lanes. Uzi peeled away from top to defend middle.
Time is running out for RNG. They're being swarmed in.
They are indeed. Gorilla was knocked up for a moment, but there wasn't any follow-up. No engage. Cast it too far away. Void Seeker goes out from Uzi, but he's holding on to that killer instinct. Cannot afford to dive into 5.
PDD is the only carry without a QSS, but he's sitting behind his team. He's staying far away, so Karsa can't get to him easily.
Uzi can so easily clear out these minion waves, though, on the Kaisa with this view as well as the Randuins, and threatened with his ultimate to join.
All right, Call of the Forge God comes up. Ray uses the ultimate to dodge, and King Zone successfully disengaged. Do not walk through those feathers. Nethercross wants a Khan. There's Gorilla with the quickness. Gets in, gets out. The death ray from BDD signifies nothing. Not enough damage for the tower still to focus.
Oh, without that quickness, I don't know if King Zone will have the opening. RNG still fending off minions, though. They had to send Xiaohu down towards the Nexus to finish them up.
The siege is not done yet.
Here, guys. You can TP in, but I think King Zone not looking for another fight with all the wolves around.
Into King Zone in the Baron Pit either. It went so horribly wrong last time.
They cannot make mistakes like that again. Flash is available for almost everyone. Xiaohu's the only one with his blown. And Gorilla.
As we hit yet another pause, just a quick update. 34 minutes in, Uzi at 470 CS. He's on the verge of that Flame Horizon over Prey. I believe just over 13 CS per minute.
If they win this, losing those inhibs were just all part of the plan. More minions coming
Just
down
part of the plan.
More fun for Uzi.
Uzi's setting up for a big play as well, gentlemen. He's got a stopwatch purchased. That is buying some playmaking power for himself. If he jumps in and has to immune some Alawi tentacles, get to the back line, kill a priority target before using it, The possibilities are there.
Oh, there's so much tension. Obviously, guys, an update there. It is another technical related pause, I believe, on the side of Kingzone, as I can see. You're looking at his Peanut, man on your screen right now. Such a high intensity final. Game 4, tournament life on the line. This just adds to the complexities. On the verge of mental boom, as it were, after that Game 3 crushing defeat, Kingzone could get us to Game 5, could follow us all the way.
Yeah, the four-man group of Kingzone have played very well here. Khan is the only one who's really been caught out multiple times, but I guess he did kind of redeem himself when he got that big fight around the Baron. That was a huge part of Kingzone securing the lead they have now. But as we also highlighted, because we got far enough into the game,
Kingzone or RNG will have any more chances. We are back in game. As you can see, the gold golf, a quick update. It was very close for very long, and that gigantic nosedive in favor of Kingzone, pushing to 8K, was the Baron fight. We are back. Baron is spawning, and RNG, they're already in the pit.
Yep, they're first to it, and they want to burn it down. Here comes Kingzone.
Right, there's absolutely no time for disengage. Khan is going to flash away for safety. Oh, the Forge God found no targets, and Xiaohu is split off from the rest of RNG.
That's a huge part of RNG's team fight. The Ornn ultimate not available, and the minions aren't going to let them work with it.
There are super minions on the Nexus. We are back in the game, and we've gone straight to 110. RNG inside the Baron pit. Super minions out of the balance. But look at the fight. That's already a kill. Hansa is gone. Kingzone lose Gorilla, and it's Uzi that picks him up. The feathers are going back and forth. The Xiaohu dies. Uzi is the last man alive, but he's being chased down. Killer
Oh my God!
flashes into the pit. How is he still alive?
They focused on Uzi, but look at him. He's still alive. He's still surviving. He stays alive. Ace for Royal Club. What an amazing fight coming out
Oh
of
my
Uzi.
God, right there.
Uzi is the last man alive, but he's being chased down. Killer
Oh my God!
flashes into the pit. How is he still alive?
Oh my God!
Uzi is doing it. Ilawi tentacle and Baron finish him off, but there are still supers on the Nexus turrets. There's a teleport coming out. Khan's going for the base.
Khan's going to try and finish this one himself. One man against one turret.
Oh man, but where is the support? And already RNG have been able to get away. Uzi keeps RNG alive.
Kind of. Khan's going to now get to work on the inhibitor.
看来仙道他已经知道了，下一球就是决定谁能够迈向全国的关键。
they're fighting again, BDD and Khan.
All right, it looks like Letme's going to be able to defend the middle inhibitor. We get a moment to breathe. I can only apologize about the pauses, but I will not apologize about the chaos and the intensity of the fight. Baron is another objective, and Death Timers are just resetting. Kingzone and RNG, they're going to go right back to it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have time for that replay because Kingzone are back out onto the Barons, but I want to see it because I felt like as soon as Letme went in and got the big knockup, Uzi flashed out into the Baron pit, and that was the last we saw of him. Kingzone, though, they're keeping it stable here. Here come RNG up through the blue quadrant of the jungle and past the vision.
See with the QSS here, Praise seems to still be on cooldown for a short amount of time. Xiaohu is on his way for him!
Oh, that's straight onto Prey! All of the Forge God comes out as well as Killer Instinct. Royal never give up on doing it! They get a double kill on Uzi. They're looking for the tower.
All game with eyes on Gorilla, and RNG spent everything to finally hit him first.
2 seconds on that QSS, but it wasn't ready in time. They're pushing now into the base. Xiaohu on his way back to TP.
Look at the death timers. It's 40 seconds on BDD. It's 33 on Prey. Peanut's trying to cut the wave. The inhibitor turret is the focus, and now is Peanut. Ragnarok to try and escape. The inhibitor will fall middle. There goes Let Me Solve. It's caught up by Khan. Khan gets jumped on. He's got the ultimate available. Gorilla is not going to be able to save him. And Kingzone's face is in tatters for the first time ever. RNG is chasing success. Royal never give up. Rule the world. Winning MSI 2018. into France as they are cheering for Uzi. Royal never give up in elation.
Uzi walking out towards his cup, towards his destiny to claim his first international victory.
Royal never give up for your MSI 2018 champions. It is beautiful to behold the happiness as the crownless king now rules the world. LPL Spring Miracle Run, taking every single opponent down that China had to offer, and now the world too.
And what a year for the best player in the world, Uzi. He decided in the last big team fight. He survives for so long, and in the end, RNG find a way back into this game, and they destroy Kingzone.
And that man right next to him, Xiaohu, they see prey in the middle of the map. He runs straight for him with the Shurelias, calling down Ornn, and they find victory.
Seeing MLXG take to the stage at the end, cheering, happy, hugging was amazing. And to present the medals, I'd like to welcome Shox and Nicolas Laurent, CEO of Riot Games and French National. Shox and Nicolas award RNG their medals.
This man, he deserves it. Kaza ended up playing all the games in the final, and what a performance.
Waiting to hear.